Sheila, how y'all doing? Okay, so this is the story, y'all. This is what's going down. The last time I went live using my streaming service, hey, Mr. Ned, the stage. Am I live? I can't tell. Hmm. I don't know. I think I'm live. I think I'm back. Listen. Woo, child. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. So listen, woke up this morning. Y'all know we training for the Marine Corps Marathon. I just want to say over and over again, it is not too late for you guys to join me and Rochelle. The Road to a Show is hitting the road, okay? And so you guys are absolutely welcome to join us for the Marine Corps Marathon. We will be doing that thing on October the 27th, and we are in week 2 of training. All right. And so got up this morning because you don't get to just not train because you're traveling. So got up early this morning, did my hey Tiffany the Empress. So did my 5 miles. I did 5 miles. Yep. Did 5 miles this morning in record pace. Okay. Gave gave it my best shot, like they used to say back in the day. Hit them with your best shot. Hit them with my best shot on the run, okay? And after I did, hey, JR, and JRG is coming. Come on, Miss Annette. Miss Annette's doing the 10K, and she is already in training. She's not taking this thing lightly, okay? She is braving the South Carolina elements to train for this thing. So did that and then drove to Atlanta, Georgia, which is about, hey, Danny Frazier, it's about from my house, maybe 5.5 hours, okay? Not too bad. Then I got here, misjudged my time, did my time calculations, thought I was going to arrive at 4 o'clock, which would have given me roughly 3 hours. We had a VIP dinner, so I'm here in Atlanta at a conference, and we have the VIP dinner tonight at 7:30. And so I thought 7:30 Eastern. I thought I had an extra. I thought I was going to get here at 4:30 and have a couple hours to, catch my breath, refresh. No, honey, got here at 5:30. Okay, because did not calculate my times well. All right, do you understand what I'm saying? So got here, mad dash to get dressed to go to this event, but got there, felt great. Okay. Met some amazing people, had a great evening, and realized your butt's supposed to be going live. So here I am. All right. This is what I want to talk about, what God gave me. First of all, I thought about the version of myself that would not have been able to do that like just a few years ago. Okay. I would not have been able to run 5 miles, drive 5 hours, then go to an event and it's 11 o'clock. And I really am okay, but I do have to get up in the morning to do some strength training. And so I got to go take my butt to bed. But I just think about the person I used to be. And I think about, how many people or how many like moms or women just feel so overwhelmed, and just tired, exhausted because you're trying to manage your career, you got your career, your responsibilities that come with your professional duties. You are a whole mother somewhere, you got these kids, you got a husband, and those things don't necessarily slow down because you are not feeling up to snuff, right? You still got to perform, right? Then you have the added layer of having to take care of you. So when you think about all the things that you have to do, it feels like one, there's no way you could do it. It's not possible to do, and it's overwhelming. It can be overwhelming. All right. And so this is what I believe happens as a result of that. I believe that if you don't balance all of these responsibilities that you have, if you do not say, I'm not going to be able to do all of these things amazingly well in every season of my life. There are some seasons where you're going to mother more. There are some seasons where you may have to focus on your career more, but you have to be able to decide how much weight each of these things will have in your life based on the season that you're in. And if you fail to do that, that's where the stress and the feeling of overwhelm comes from. Then now you feel like when things begin to happen, you wonder, are you able to really do it? Are you really able to, weather the storm? All right. And I always have to feel this overwhelming. I've been there. I've been there where I felt like, honey, I got more things to do than there are hours in a day. I've been where I felt like I hope don't nobody ask me for another doggone thing because I have a million things on my plate. I remember when I was a teacher teaching, I can't remember the year, but I remember feeling like, y'all, this is when I knew something. This was one of the first indications that something in my life had to give, because I remember being in the classroom with the kids, and I want to say I felt like I was about to have a stroke, okay? But I just felt, and I know now that it was like an ocular migraine or something along those lines, but I thought I was about to die. My heart was racing. I felt so bad. And I was like, Lord, please don't take me like this in front of these children. And I let the children know if something happens to me, I'm going to need you to call the ambulance, you to call my husband, okay? Because I can't fall out of here in front of these kids, all right? But it's I can laugh about it today, but I remember that being one of the distinct moments where I realized like you are doing too much. So I stopped allowing myself to be the go-to person for everybody. I took some things off my plate and I started learning how to gracefully say no. And I think we think that no is such a mean, like we think it's mean, but there's a way to do it gracefully. And I feel like when you do it that way, people respect you for doing it, and they're also okay, like they're willing to allow you to be that. Yeah, I'm still a teacher, Miss Annette. So I want to tell you that the way that you are going to, when I hear people say overwhelm, and I'm not ever denying that the feeling of overwhelm exists, but I don't think it has to persist. And so when you feel it arising, you can acknowledge it, but you need to immediately figure out what needs to change about the way you manage your time and how you can stop allowing stress to be a regular constant in your life, and what are some different ways of thinking you need to adopt. All right. And when you do that, instead of being overwhelmed all the time and worn out, what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to think clearer. You're going to be more creative. So when you do have difficult times or things come up, you can think of solutions in a more clear way. You can make better decisions and you feel like you have more control of your life. So I'm going to give you these 5 steps because this is what I think you need to do. The first thing you got to do is be aware of how you spend your time. Most of us have no idea at the end of the day what happened in the course of the day. We have no idea what we did today, what we achieved, or what even happened because it's all a blur. It all happened so without us even so much as giving it a thought. All right. So I think the first thing you have to do when you start to feel overwhelmed, the first thing you have to do to take control is to take a look at how you are spending your time. So you can do something as simple as a time audit, figure out what are the things that are wasting your time and what are some areas that need to be improved. All right. Then you learn how to, I teach this all the time, you learn how to block your time so that you protect your personal time, but you have the things that matter most to you there. So when I start time blocking, I put the things that are of the greatest priority to me. So verbally, I say it's my relationship with God. Then I say it's myself and my husband. Well, my schedule should reflect that no matter what. All right. So start time blocking so that you can prioritize the things that are important and make sure that you add in there some personal time for you. All right. Then you want to work on the way you think. All right. There are so many opportunities in a day. There's so many chances for us to focus on what is not going the way we planned or what is not going well. And you have to be intentional about deciding that I'm going to put my focus on the things that are positive. I'm going to choose to think about what is going well versus focusing on what is not going the way I planned. And the last suggestion I would give is to start think like add some form of daily reflection into your schedule, because you have to start looking at, number one, what's the season that you're in? Because different seasons require different things. So you have to have regular reflection about the season you're in and what's important in this season. So there are certain seasons where I was telling somebody the other day, my daughter's 13 years old, and we are in a shift just as she grows from into her teenage years. So this is going to require me to make more time for her. All right. And so in order to do that, I have to, think about what's important. So in a different season, this might not have been as important, but right now, as she hits 13 and I see her navigating things that come with the teenage years, that priority has moved up for me. All right. So you have to always be pivoting. All right. And we think that journaling means, I don't know, we think it means writing a book, I think. And it's just as simple as I'm sitting here in this hotel room at this desk. It's just as simple as setting a timer for 5 minutes and just allowing your thoughts to flow, thinking about what went well, what needs to change, what adjustments do I need to make, what today didn't go the way it needed to go, and I don't need to do that anymore. All right. And so that is basically what I want to tell you, that is possible. So I hear there's almost not a day, and there's not a day. I talk to a lot of people. So in a day's time, there's almost not a day I don't hear somebody say, I'm overwhelmed, I'm exhausted, I'm tired. And y'all know tired, mama tired don't mean I need a nap. That's not what they mean. Okay. Sometimes it means tired of your soul. Okay. But there's not a day that goes by that I don't hear somebody say that they're overwhelmed. And I think you start with acknowledging it. It's okay to feel overwhelmed for about 2 seconds, okay? And then you're gonna move into action. So you have to be aware of how you're spending your time. Get get in front of it by learning to block your time so that the priorities are on the schedule. Work on the way you think and reflect on how you're moving every single day. All right, guys, listen. I do want, before I close, I want to invite you to my free live training. If you would like to join me, I actually teach this. I actually teach the framework, the exact system that I use. Not only did I use to take my life from overwhelm to overflow, but it's the system that I teach other busy moms and other women how to do the same thing in their lives. Okay. So I show you how to do this on my live training. If you would like to attend, just type the word thrive in the comments and I will send you a link so that you can save your spots at the live training. So, guys, listen, I need to shower and wash my face and brush my teeth because I got to get up and cross train in the morning. Okay. And I'm looking forward to it. Today was a great day, and I'm expecting tomorrow to be even greater. So, I love y'all all the way to life. Okay. I love y'all to life, and I mean it. I really mean it. I think that I just believe, I just believe that we all just need an opportunity to become the best version of ourselves. Somebody who will take your hand, guide you through that thing and say, come on, let me usher you. to the best version of yourself. It was done for me. So many people have poured into me and loved me to life. Okay. When there were seasons that I wasn't as loving to myself. And so it is my promise, my guarantee, and seriously, my mission, like to do that for other people. So when I say I love you to life, I really, really mean it. I really, really mean it. So, all right, y'all. I think I have, baby, rock this day. If I had to give myself an A, I would say A plus plus. Okay. It is the day, it is Independence Day Eve. All right. And the police were out and the traffic was thick. But I navigated that thing like an expert. Okay. Then I came to Atlanta, drove 30 minutes in Atlanta traffic and back. And I'm still standing. Okay. So love y'all life. Y'all have a great evening. I think that there's no better way to truly have independence in your life by taking control of how you feel every single day. And as we celebrate the independence of our nation, I want you to celebrate your independence from overwhelm and exhaustion in your life. Okay. And I just gave you the blueprint on how to do it. All right. All right. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a good one.